Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a Lost Love reading. And so this is a series that I used to do, and there's no reason that I stopped doing it. I just hadn't done a reading like this in a while, and I had somebody reach out to me to request it, so I thought, why not go ahead and do one today? So we're just going to go ahead and tap into the energies of someone that you have a connection with. But this is somebody that you are in separation with. It may just be a recent separation. It could be a separation that has lasted for decades. It's just basically up to you how you're going to resonate with the messages. But this is somebody that you have a soul connection with. You don't know why. You just always feel a connection to this person. Your thoughts, your heart, your mind usually just comes back to them, regardless of whether or not you have moved on with your life. Doesn't really matter. But what we're going to do with this reading today is we're going to confirm from Spirit. We're going to really ask Spirit to give us some just definitive answers so that way we know how to move forward. Some people might be stuck right now because they don't know what to make of this connection. What does it mean? Is it what you think it means? Maybe we're telling ourselves certain stories. Maybe we're telling ourselves certain stories because we are intuitively correct. We just have that inner knowingness that it means something significant. Or maybe some of us are using certain stories in order to cope with the pain. I mean, who really knows what's happening at this point? So why don't we really push Spirit to give us some answers today, to help us, to give us some sort of direction on how to feel about this situation and this person. So how we're going to break it down is we're going to just open up the reading with Spirit allowing us, or to give us messages in regards to what this connection is all about. You know, what does this connection mean? What is it being, what's representing the connection, I should say. What cards are going to come through to represent the kind of connection that maybe we're experiencing. So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards and just see what we get. What does Spirit want to bring forth as far as the kind of connection that you are feeling? We're not necessarily labeling. We just want to bring through some of the energies that connect you with this person. Okay, so we have obsession coming through. Devil's energy. So this is like the lovers in darkness. So there's certainly a connection and a soul tie with this individual, with this devil's energy coming through. But wow, I mean, this is intense. It's an intense connection. It may be indicating for some of you that there is an obsession going on, as in you have just, you cannot let go of this individual. They're all you think about. You desire them on such a level to where it supersedes freaking reality. It supersedes any other kind of connection that you've had with an individual. So, hold on for just a second. Peaches wants to go out. Apologize. There we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah. Devil's energy, though, yes, it's negative in a way, but it's more like obsessive negative. Like, whew, it's an addiction. It's something that you just can't freaking break. It's like a soul bond that's in darkness. Now, again, it doesn't mean it's evil, and it doesn't mean that it's like, necessarily a bad thing, but it can become bad. It's almost like you'd sell your soul to the devil just to have this person back in your life. That's the kind of energy that I'm talking about. So right out of the gate, it's a strong soul connection. But it's two lovers that are bound and tied. And it's a difficult connection to break. What else? We have the Ace of Swords. This is the breakthrough and awareness card. This is clarity over a situation. So what Spirit's also letting us know coming into this reading is that we do have to break through this energy. We can't stay attached to this person. We can't stay obsessing about this person. It's probably not good for us. It's probably not good for us to spend all of our spare time or our free time fantasizing and obsessing about this person, right? So that energy is coming through. Oh yeah, see, they're telling you. It was also a very painful ending. So there may have been no closure. There may have been no closure. There may have been no apologies. There may have been this energy where you were just stabbed in the back and left for frickin' dead. And this right here may have been very difficult for you to get over. Sometimes we don't always get the luxury of getting that closure from another individual. Sometimes people just ghost. Sometimes people just fall off the face of the earth. Sometimes people are just outright cruel, and they just do things that hurt, and they just don't really ever make up for it, or they don't really give us any kind of proper closure. So I definitely feel that you're tied to this situation because you are shackled to it by no closure. So Spirit's saying that there is a painful ending that's taken place here, and because of this pain, it's like we're still holding on to this pain. We're trying to break through. We're trying to have some sort of clarity and awareness on the situation, but it's been very difficult. So there's a message here. But guess what? We do have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is beautiful because it says we have some sort of success and recognition, but it's also a card of victory. We made it. We survived. We didn't just lay there and die. We picked ourselves up. We moved forward, perhaps. Maybe we've never really, truly gotten over or forgotten about this person, but we've surely moved on with our lives. We've survived. We're not still laying on the ground, dying and bleeding out. We might still think about this person, some of us obsessively, some of us maybe in a dark way, but we have at least finally made it to the top of the mountain. Maybe some of us are starting to break through and have some sort of clarity as to why we have been attached to this individual for so long, perhaps. And maybe some of you, that clarity has been that you have discovered that you are a divine feminine on a twin flame journey. Now, that's not to say that this person is your twin flame, but maybe this individual has helped you on, or to get on, a twin flame journey. It has helped you to get on a journey of taking care of you and being in a very abundant energy as a divine feminine. Maybe perhaps helping other energies or females or feminine energies on the twin flame journey to heal. So there might be a reason. There might be a reason that you had to go through all this pain and all this stuff in order to get to where you're at today. So I definitely see this energy of you've made it. You've gotten through this energy. You've broken through it. You've had your awareness. You've had your epiphany, your awakening. This situation, yes, God, it was painful. It was so freaking painful. But like, you've made it. You're where you're at today because of this connection. So it wasn't a waste of time, and it wasn't for nothing. There was a good reason for you to experience this kind of energy with this individual. It was meant to be very, very significant, painful, unforgettable energy, because it helped you. It helped you to get on perhaps a journey to taking care of yourself, a journey to enlightening a spiritual path, whether it's a twin flame journey or another type of journey. It doesn't really matter. You're on a journey to discovering you and taking care of you and becoming a better version of yourself. So it's through this person that you can thank. You can thank them for this experience because they helped you to get to where you're at now. That's great. I love it. Yep, they've helped you to illuminate. They've helped you to grow. There's definitely an energy here of positive outcomes. So some of you may have been in the dark just to come out of this darkness into the light. So essentially, you have survived this person. You've survived this connection. You've survived the pain, the experience, and you're a better person because of it. So you can thank this person, right? And you might be in this energy now, and you might be thinking to yourself, awesome, that's great. And you're expecting this energy to finally close out of your life and go bye-bye. But for some reason, it's still there. It's still there. Why is it still there? You're doing well. You've moved on. You're happy. But why are you still connected to this frickin' individual? Why do you still think about them? Why do you still feel their energy? Why won't it leave? Why won't it leave? Let's see. Let's see if Spirit will help us out a little bit. Tell us why this might be. So we're going to go ahead and shift into a different deck, see what we get. We're going to go into the Reclaim Your Power cards by Anthea Spark. What is this energy, Spirit? Help us out. Help us to understand why, even after all of this time, this awakening, this growth, this illumination, this victory, this success, why we still feel this connection with this individual. What's the point? For wisdom, growth, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about spiritual understanding. It's a very, very spiritual person in tarot. You know, it's the Pope in traditional tarot. So the wisdom that you're going to gain and continue to gain from perhaps being connected to this person is going to actually be a part of your learning, your ascension, this spiritual process. So maybe what you've done is you came into perhaps this energy with this person, with the devil's energy. You might have been very attached to this person in a lower vibrational way, obsessed, needing this person, codependent on this person, addicted to this person. Maybe you even came into this energy of this person as hating them, wishing that they would die. But you have managed to transform this energy into something beautiful. You've had your breakthrough, you've had your awareness. Now you are riding high. Look at you. You're in the sunshine energy. You've came from the dark and have gone to the light. So do you see how you have transformed your energy? So why are you still connected to this person? You're still learning, that's why. You know, maybe you're not able to let this person's energy go because there's still some things that you need to learn, and it's a part of your connection with them. What else? Interesting. So there's still a darkness, there's still a shadow that you have attached to them. Yes, of course, we can see that you have grown, that you have seen things more clearly, that you have victoriously succeeded perhaps in one lesson, but maybe there are still a few other things that are still lingering around. Maybe every now and then, you know, you feel like you've really grown leaps and bounds, but every now and then you get that little trigger. And maybe you look for it. Maybe you trigger yourself by, let's just use this as an example. You look on social media like an idiot. Why would you do that? You're over this person. Why would you look at their social media? To see that maybe perhaps they've, you know, moved on, that they're doing really well, and then that triggers you all over again because it's like, well, wait a second. This person hurt me so bad. Why? It's not fair that they can move forward with their lives and be happy. So that is just an example of sometimes, even though we've grown, even though we have really healed, we can sometimes go slumming by doing stupid crap like that. And it's just an example. And I'm just using it in this day and age, how we can trigger ourselves. Because in this day and age, you have the ability to see people and know what they're doing, you know, versus back in the old days when you had to see actual people in real life in order to get triggered. Well, you can look at social media now and get triggered all day long. So that's the only reason I'm using this as an example. But there's still a dark fear that is connected to this individual, and that is why your energy is still attached to them, because there's still an issue here. There's still a victim mentality here. Now, the thing is, what I'm also getting from Spirit is that might not be just about you. They did. With that Ten of Swords, I see it. I feel it. They did victimize you. Okay? Now, of course, we can only be victims if we allow someone to, if we stay in that victim mentality. I'm seeing here that you have broken past that victim mentality, that you've really grown, that you've really healed, that you've really come out of that darkness. But maybe your person has not. Maybe they have not cleared this energy with you. What I mean is they haven't cleared this energy within themselves. And so this is something that's still tying you to them because they're not completely, haven't let go of you. They're tied to you in this darkness as well. It wasn't just you Maybe you thought that you were the only person that felt this attachment to them. But because of this karma, because of this victimization, because of this behavior that perhaps they displayed or bestowed upon you, has now created this darkness and this attachment that they have to you because they never apologized. They never made that wrong right. They never cleared their conscience. They never cleared their karma. So this is now some sort of a darkness that they're carrying around, and it's connected to you. Interesting, right? So sometimes we feel that we can't let go of a person. We look at ourselves and say, why can't I just let go? Why can't I just forget about them? And I know I've said this in previous readings, but maybe it's because they haven't let go of us. And so we're feeling their energy attached to us still. Do you see? We have God of Power, manifesting success. I'm also getting here, and this is really for you. This is a card of surviving. This is a card of empowerment. This is a card of utilizing your God-given power on this planet to manifest the life that you desire, to survive, to come out of that darkness and turn it into light through forgiveness, through unconditional love. And this person was meant to be that one individual that puts you through hell, because it would be the ultimate test of forgiveness and unconditional love. And my God, have you passed this test, or perhaps are on the way if you're not there already. You have gotten there, or you will be getting there. And when you get there, or because you are here, you now have this manifestation power. You now have this energy that you can utilize, this power that you now have from this situation, from becoming stronger, to now manifest the life and the success that you desire. And it's like a gift. It's a gift that you got from this person. This lesson from this individual, as painful as it was, is your greatest blessing in this life. I'm not saying it's your only blessing in this life, but it's one of the greatest blessings in your life. So even though you didn't get an apology, even though this person may have left you hanging in the most cruel way, you really, really actually got a beautiful gift from them. And I know it's probably a mind bender to try to see it that way, but this person actually is your greatest blessing in this life, if you can see it that way. That's why you're still attached to them. It may be because they're still attached to you, but I'm also getting because there's still wisdom for you to wrap your head around that concept. Do you see? The belief system. We've got some mirrors coming up here. So we've got the 6th mirror. To me, 6s are about transitioning to more positive, harmonious energy. So this is about getting out of this victim mentality. And now we have this 5th mirror, which is challenged and stuck. So we have mother/father. So what I'm also getting here with what Spirit is saying here in regards to why you're still attached to this person is because there is an energy of belief system that's still in challenge. There's still a challenge here with the belief system, the way that you're looking at the situation, the way that you believe something to be. So you're still needing to find wisdom on this path or journey that you might be on when it comes to this individual. So you're being challenged right now. Your belief systems are being challenged. Your perception is being challenged. So you're meant to gain wisdom as to why you still feel a connection to this person, what it means. You're meant to go through it so that way you can get to the other side. So like you guys already came through the darkness to the light, but I'm getting here that there's just still more light to come. So you're still kind of getting through some shadows, even though you might not feel like you're stuck anymore. And it's not to say that you are. There's a couple of lingering belief systems that are still lingering around. And it could, again, be them too, that is kind of still attaching you to them. But the fact that we have God of power coming through, which really tells me that we have the power to break free from any energy that's holding us down. So if you feel like you are being kind of dragged down or being held hostage by this person's energy, you have the power to cut the cord. And when I say cut the cord, you're not hurting this person. You're not severing the connection, because that can't be done. You're removing any negative, dark, toxic energy that exists between you and this person through that cord. That's what you're cutting. You're cutting off a supply. You're not cutting off the lifeline. You're just cutting off the supply that is of a darker energy right now, or a negative energy, or a heavy energy. That's what you're doing. So if that's what some of you need to do, do it. Ask Archangel Michael to come in and help you to cut that cord softly, gently, healthily. So why are you still connected to this individual? I'm still picking up on because they've actually got some things that they're still attached to you from. We also have the beginning. This is just the beginning. So you guys might feel like this is over. You guys might feel like this connection, it's over. Now, I'm not saying here through this card that it's telling us that we're going to have a new beginning in this life with this individual. Maybe it'll be the next life, but this is just the beginning of this awakening process, this journey. You're in the very beginning stages. Again, a lot of you have really, really come into yourselves. You've really grown leaps and bounds. But there's more work to do. And that's another reason why you are still connected to this person, because there's still lessons that you're going to learn from them. There's still things that you're going to understand. There's still, spiritual awakenings and epiphanies that you're going to experience because of your connection with them. There's still more to learn. Your journey with them is not over. Now, it may be over in the physical, but I'm seeing on a spiritual, energetic level, it's just beginning. It's just beginning. What else? And see, you've got so much power in you. Oh my God. You really, really do. You've been gifted. This person, your greatest lesson has become your greatest blessing. I'm telling you here. This individual has really, really helped you find your own power. They didn't give it to you, but you found it through them. They've blessed you with this lesson to find it within yourself. So it is a gift, but it's not like they're handing you this power. You're retrieving this power that's already within you. So now you have the ability to manifest success and manifest your dreams through your experience, through your love, through your pain, through your darkness, through your light with this individual. You have all of this power now within you to do what you want to do, to create the life that you want to create or that you've always wanted to create. You have the ability to move mountains and manifest your dreams. And it's through this situation or this individual that you are stepping into your power to be able to do just that. That is amazing. So that is why you're still connected to them. They're still connected to you, but because you are meant to be attached to their energy, but utilizing it in a manifestation way. You're using them to amp up your power, your manifesting power. It's like you're co-creating with them on an energetic level. You're utilizing their energy. You're not using them. You're utilizing your connection with them in the higher, like in a high vibrational way in order to manifest your dreams and your desires. So it's essentially like you're co-creating with the divine counterpart. You're just not in the physical realm with them. You're in a spiritual realm co-creating with them. It's like wrap your head around that. And that's what I'm seeing, is that some of you might be looking for the answers right now. I want to know right now, but guess what? It's a journey. You're going to learn wisdom along the way as to why you're still connected to this individual. You have work to do. Maybe you have a mission to do with this individual. And a lot of you might think, I need to be in physical union with this person to fulfill the mission. No, you don't. No, you don't. Who said that? Where's the rule book on that? I haven't seen it. You can co-create with spirit just the same way that you can co-create with somebody else's spirit, your energy, the essence of that connection. You don't have to be in physical form with this person in order to do the work. So there's something special about your connection with this individual that helps you and helps others with your life's mission, your soul work, your soul purpose. That's the reason why it's not gone. You're not done with it. They're not done with you. Spirit says it's not time yet. That's why. Interesting. So let's get down to it. How does this person really feel about you? What's the situation? What's the deal? How do they really, really feel about you currently? Who knows how long it's been? Doesn't really matter. How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What do they truly want? This is my twin flame oracle. How do they see you? Well, they see you here. We have metamorphosis. This right here is an energy. They see you as changed. Now, how do they see you as changed? Why do they see you as changed? If they haven't seen you in the physical, how do they know that you've changed? Maybe some of them have seen you on social media. If that's not the case, maybe they just feel it. Maybe they just know that you have changed, that you have evolved, okay? What I'm also getting is that the way that they see you has also evolved. So the way that they were back then may not be the people that they are today. So they're seeing you with new eyes because they've transformed. They have changed. They have gone through some sort of process. How do they feel? There's an energy here of abandonment. They might feel abandoned by you. They might feel like they know they abandoned you. So there's a separation here. So they feel an abandonment in their heart space when it comes to you. They feel an empty space in their heart when it comes to you. There's a chair empty. They see you as somebody that walked away from them or that they lost or that they maybe abandoned or had to abandon for whatever reason. So there's an emptiness here in their heart space when it comes to you. What about in the physical? Interesting. Could be, why is this? Why is this that they're seeing you like this in the physical? They might see your value now. They might want to offer you something in the physical world. They might want to come towards you. They might want to message you. They might want to show up on your doorstep. They might want these things. Doesn't mean they will. This is just remember what they want, how they see things, how they see you. What's their overall energy? Oh, look at this, you guys. Their overall energy, these two cards want to pop up, mute and divine timing. Yeah, but see, the thing is their overall energy, they're not saying anything. They're not telling you. They might be waiting for the right time, and they might feel like the time is just not right now. They might just feel like it's not the right time. They might even be in that energy of just kind of like, you know what? If this is something that's meant to be, maybe they're waiting to hear from you. Maybe they're waiting to, and that's not to give anybody any kind of ideas to reach out to anybody. Because when I do these readings, sometimes people will write things in the comments. Do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? I'm not here to tell anybody what they should do. Okay? If you feel like you need to do that, that's on you. But I'm just getting here that this individual is not ready to come forward. They're not ready to basically make it known that they feel these things towards you, that they still think of you, that you've left some sort of empty space in their heart. So they're not ready to come forward. They might be waiting for the correct time. And it might be that they're waiting for the correct time because maybe they're with somebody else. Maybe they're not available. Maybe they're not in a space and time where they have room to have a connection or a relationship. Maybe they know that they're too dedicated to their career right now to be able to come forward and have a relationship. So there could be a reason why they're waiting for divine timing. So sometimes we don't want to push when divine timing is around. So how they really feel about you, there's this energy here that things have shifted and changed. So why don't we get into it and see what some of their thoughts are. This is the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. What are some of their thoughts on this? What are some of their thoughts surrounding you? We have, am I good enough for you? So there's almost this feeling of insecurity that this person has. So maybe they did you dirty, did you wrong, however long ago that was, whatever happened between the two of you. But maybe now they're not sure if you would either consider them, that you even think about them anymore, that you would take them back if they came back, if you would accept their apology. Are they even good enough for you? Maybe they feel that you've moved on, that you've carried on with your life. And they are saying also that you are irreplaceable. They may have gone out and tried to replace you, replace the feeling, perhaps, that the two of you had together at one time. But they have not been able to duplicate that energy because it doesn't exist. And it doesn't mean that they'll never find happiness with anyone else or that they'll never experience passion, but they're not going to be able to experience or duplicate that same feeling and passion that they had with you. And that was because it was one of a kind. That's why. See, look at this. I keep comparing others to you. It just confirms right there. They've tried to replace you. They have. I'm seeing that this individual has tried to replace you, but they have actually found out that they can't. They can't replace you because it's irreplaceable. It's an irreplaceable connection. It's a special connection that they haven't been able to fill with another person, and they're not going to be able to fill with another person. As much as they might try, they won't find it. And I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. So this person is trying to take some sort of responsibility for the things that they either said or did to you long ago. Whatever that was, whenever that was. This Ten of Swords, ooh, that's painful. That's painful. That's a backstab. That's painful endings here. And I'm not saying that this person was the only person that maybe did something wrong. Maybe you did too. But the thing is, they're telling you here, I'm trying to take responsibility right now. But I'm not ready to take responsibility just yet. I might be thinking about it. I might be feeling that, but I'm not ready just yet. So let's go ahead and take a look now and see what this person may have gone through since you guys have been in separation. What kind of lessons, what kind of energy that did they have to go through in order to perhaps come to this conclusion that you're irreplaceable, or come to this conclusion that maybe they did you dirty, did you wrong? Let's see. Let's see what we get here. What does this energy look like? This right here is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. What did this person have to go through and experience in order to, okay, we have perseverance. So the perseverance card here, this is about hard times, challenging times, persevering, hanging in there. So I feel like there's definitely been some sort of an energy that's been surrounding relationships. That's the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra, or second chakra, is about relationships. It's about how we relate to other people. So they've really had to go through some hardships, is what I'm seeing, through other connections that they've been in since they've been with you. So they've had to learn. They've had to learn through other connections. Well, sorry, you guys, let me grab this. It just fell. Another sacral chakra. Ooh, God. Look at that. The devil. Whew. Wow. Okay. What I'm getting from this, you guys, this person has definitely had some sort of karmic blow. For sure. So the devil is the energy here of they've had to go into other relationships to basically confront their shadows. So they obviously, you guys had this too. So whatever they had going on with them before, when you guys came together, they carry that on to the next relationship. So what I'm getting from this is that if they blamed you for anything, or if they projected something onto you, it's like it was very evidently clear to them that they were taking this baggage or this behavior with them in other relationships. So they've had to struggle in other relationships besides yours to finally come to that conclusion that maybe the problem is them. Maybe the problem has been them all along. It's been their own belief system. It's been their own behavior that's been sabotaging stuff, not particularly you. Maybe this person projected their darkness onto you. Maybe they weren't comfortable with their own darkness, their own shadows. And so you came along, perhaps. And maybe you were very free and you were very open. And maybe that enticed them at first. But then maybe that ashamed them later on. So then they got rid of you like yesterday's news, super quick, stabbed you in the back and moved on into, fresher, more innocent, pure energies. Just to realize that their darkness didn't go anywhere. The darkness wasn't you, it was them. For some of you, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to resonate with somebody out there, but that's what I'm getting. Anyway, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. I am seeing here that they have had to go through a specific situation with an individual, for sure. This could be a masculine having to go into another connection with a feminine. Doesn't have to be that, though. But they learned about their feelings. They learned about their own cup. They learned about their own emotions. They have had to go through a karmic lesson that was very difficult. Very difficult karmic lesson. They may have had to become very codependent or addicted, or they had another person perhaps that they hurt, or gone through similar situation like they did with you in order to learn or come out the other side. Oh yeah, look at this Nine of Cups. They had to learn something about their desires. Like the Nine of Cups, and you see here we've got all the sacral chakra. So this is definitely about the energies of our relationships, our intimate relationships, how we connect with other people. So this Nine of Cups is about what we desire, what I'm looking for. I'm seeing here that your person was not able to go out and get what they desire. What they thought that they wanted, it actually wasn't what they wanted. They thought it was going to be what they wanted. They might have even seen this Queen of Cups as a dream come true, but something happened. Something happened and they had to learn the hard way. Maybe this Queen of Cups broke their heart. And maybe it's through this broken heart of theirs, or maybe them breaking another person's heart, that they had to realize, wow, maybe the problem really is me. Maybe I'm the issue. Maybe. Oh my God, it just keeps getting better. Maybe I'm the issue. Do you see this? It's all sacral chakra. It's all about their relationships. This person had to go off and be in other relationships, you guys. So if you were left or cheated on, or left for another person, or your person moved on with another relationship, I am seeing here that they had to go into another connection in order to learn something about themselves. I see nines as our own energy as well as aces. So this nine just means you and you alone have to learn this lesson. It is your burden to bear. The Nine of Swords is the stories that we're telling ourselves. This is the belief system. This actually just came through already when it comes to this connection. Your person's belief systems needed a shaking up. What they thought they wanted, maybe it was connected to their mother and their father. Maybe it was connected to their family, what their family wanted for them, what their co-workers, their friends, their peers, their society, what they thought looked good to them or for them wasn't exactly what did it for them. Okay? But they had to go off and figure it out for themselves. They had to go off and figure out that the grass actually wasn't greener on the other side, and it wasn't exactly what they wanted. They thought it was what they wanted. It looked really good. It looked really good. But it really wasn't what they wanted. So, again, what they thought they wanted actually turned out to be a nightmare. You see that? My wish actually turns into my freaking nightmare. My wishes turn against me. What I desire, my desires turn against me, and that's the devil's energy. So this person essentially had to go off into another connection and have the same either type of experience or do the same thing just to end up at the same destination again. And we can only do this for so long before we realize the problem is us. It's not everybody else, it's us. Sometimes we just have to go through that. But what I'm also getting with this is that through all of these other either situations, a particular relationship, or a slew of relationships that this person had to learn this lesson, you are still someone that they thought about. Because this right here is the third eye chakra, the Queen of Cups. This is an energy of an intuitive, possibly spiritual woman that they still feel a connection with, that they feel a spiritual connection with, that they still think about, somebody that's still in their psyche, somebody that they're still thinking of, somebody that's still on their mind, somebody that they still feel that cup connection with. So I'm also getting that through all these trials and tribulations, all this crap that they've gone through. It's like they had to go towards their dreams just to kind of find out when they got there it wasn't what they wanted. So now they might be finally coming to this energy or this realization perhaps that it wasn't you. But again, they might want to offer something, but they're just not able to at this time. They're just not able to. But what I'm getting from all of this, because see, I keep comparing others to you, you're irreplaceable. They haven't been able to 100% let you go. They haven't been able to 100% let you go. And we already asked Spirit here, why can't you let this person go? Why is that? Why can't you let this person go? And it really was more about because they haven't cleared this cycle with you. They haven't 100% let you go. So you're not just hanging on to this person because you still just feel this amazing connection, because you can't get over them. That's not really what it is. Half of it is, but half of it is them. Their energy is still attached to you. They can't let you go either. But they're in the energy of darkness. You're in the energy of light. So it's almost like things have shifted. Things have changed. The dynamics between the two of you are different. So you started essentially in the darkness and they were going towards what they thought was the light, just to kind of find out that their greatest wish and desire was actually a nightmare, but they had to go through that. And so you already went through your darkness and you already went through your nightmare. So now you're in the light and now they're in the dark. Do you see that? So you guys have switched roles here, and it might not feel that way to you and it might not seem that way to you, but I'm telling you here that that is the energy. You're that Queen of Cups for them. They know. They have this they have this energy here where they're connected to you. They're connected to this like knowingness, this energy here. They feel it. It's just what I keep picking up on. And they are trying to take responsibility for their past actions and what they've done and how they have come to this point in their lives. They are trying to take responsibility. So I do see that this person is trying to change this right now. But they had to go through this darkness. But you're a part of that. You're a part of their lesson. You're a part of what they still think about. You might even be somebody that they're looking to connect with to help them in a way. But again, they feel scared, like they can't come towards you because they just can't. They can't do that right now. Interesting energy. So, let's just see what Spirit has to say in regards to the possibility of the future energy shifting between you and them. What is the possibilities of the future shifting and changing in this connection? Will this person be able to move forward, break away from that mute energy? What does the probability look like of that happening? Well, we have 5 of Pentacles, so there's an energy here of them being isolated and alone. We have the 4 of Wands energy, which is about foundation and commitment. We have the 10 of Wands, which is a heavy burden. We have the Page of Thoughts, Page of Swords, and we have the Illusions, the Moon. So there's definitely darkness that is following this person around. It doesn't mean that they can't get out of it. It just means that they are going through a struggle. So the 5 of Pentacles is somebody who's like, you know what? Maybe I'm better off alone. Maybe this 4 of Wands energy, commitment, marriage, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I'm not meant for it. It's just a pipe dream. It's in the clouds. It's not for me. I'm not a happily ever after kind of a person. 10 of Wands, too much of a burden, can't deal with it. It's easier to just let it go. But guess what? They're still going to be thinking about you. They're still going to be attached to this, and they're still going to be confused by your energy. So it's not going anywhere for them. So the problem is that even though they might just kind of want to put it on the back burner or close out the cycle and forget about it, there is some sort of a reason that they're still going to be attached to your energy. They might still be breaking through those illusions and trying to figure it out. But they're still going to be attached to you just like you're still going to be attached to them. But guess what? You're going to be attached to them in a light way, and you're going to utilize this energy like you have and which you will continue to do in a positive way. And they will be attached to your energy in a very confusing, maybe even for some of them, a dark, heavy way. But that's on them. They have a lesson to learn on their own. You can't do the work for them. You can't make anything happen. This person is going to have to figure it out. They're gonna have to conjure up the strength and the courage to break this cycle that the two of you are in. So let's go ahead and see what some possible future thoughts may be, or words. See, I miss you regardless of how things seem. So what they're wanting to tell you here from their higher self is, even in the future, if they're not doing anything to change the situation, they do miss you regardless of how they're acting or how things seem. How things might seem is that they've forgotten all about you, that they've never thought about you one more time, that they're just fine without you in their lives. And it doesn't mean that they're falling apart without you, but they do miss you regardless of how things have seemed. They do. There is an energy that they have attached to you that still remains, even though it might not seem that way. My heart is telling me to just do it. It's true. Their heart is telling them to just do it. But what they're doing is they're blocking that out because it's easier to stay isolated and alone. I'm a lone wolf. It's easier to be in that energy. I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life. It's easier. And how could you still love me after all I've done? That's a huge thing for this person. I'm telling you here, there is a problem that they have, which makes sense because of this. This abandoned energy and this energy here. It's very, very difficult. How could you still love me after what I did to you? Do you see? It's tough. But again, it is a part of your spiritual contract for this person to break through now their darkness to get to the light. So it's through both of you guys triggering each other in this way, but in different ways, in order to get through it, to get to the light. So this is a very important connection for you. Even though you're not together in the physical, and even though you might not come back together in the physical, what I'm getting is this. You can still utilize this connection in a positive way. You don't have to have it in the physical in order to be blessed by it. This person also doesn't have to, have you in their physical life in order to be blessed by the lesson of your connection either. They can get to the blessing, they can get to the light without you. But you guys both designed this connection. You guys both designed it this way in order to learn something very significant in this lifetime that would help you guys both evolve and to become more powerful, better people. Do you see? So it's not all for nothing, regardless of what happens here. It's not all for nothing. It's not a waste. It's like I said, and I'm going to say it again, this person is your greatest blessing, and so are you for them. But it's like the hardest lesson of all is to actually find the blessing in all of this. It's one of the hardest things that you can do, but you did it. So let's close up this reading here with some signs from Spirit, love oracle messages, and some messages of love by All Things Intuitive. Let's see what Spirit wants to close up the reading with. We have children. Okay, so when I see this card here, it says both of you see a future that includes children. That could be significant for some of you. Maybe in the future, you guys are meant to come together and have some sort of children. But what I'm also getting is that you guys are almost like children on this journey. There's growth. There's growth that's taking place right now. There's an energy that is continuing to grow. And like children, you will mature over a period of time. So this takes time. Okay, there's a future after children grow and mature. We have marriage healing. It says marriage healing is possible at this time. I think it's interesting that we have marriage and children. So for some of you, it could be that through other marriages, through other connections, maybe even possibly you have children, they have children. There might be something right now that's happening in that dynamic where people are healing, they are learning. Maybe they are going to be going into other connections where they're going to have this kind of experience. Maybe you have this experience right now. It doesn't really matter, but what I am getting here is that people are healing themselves within their relationships, the relationship that they have perhaps with their parents, the relationships that they had as children, inner child issues, family issues. It's all coming up right here. It's all coming up. Last message, we have go slow. Yeah, it's like, it's a process. It is a process. Now, for some of you, it literally does mean that you are going, after a period of time, you go slow, you take some time to finally bring this back to where you would like it to be. So maybe you and this person at a later date will come together, and you guys will come together in some sort of a marriage where there is existing children or you have children. Just depends on people's ages. It depends on the situation. If there are no children involved or no marriage involved, I am getting here that this has been a slow process because there has been a lot of inner child healing that is within a dynamic of codependent families that is being worked on at this time. For you, for them, for the entire situation involved. Or it could be you've got your own marriage and your own children right now, so take it slow. There's no reason to rush. You and this person, it's a divine timing issue. It may not be the right time. And we have orange. I love it. A lot of orange came through this reading. Sacral chakra. So this just means that there's a lot to heal on an intimate level with not only ourselves, but also to heal this so that way when we are ready perhaps to share ourselves with another individual, whether it's them or someone new, that we are healed and basically able to have a healthy relationship. Okay? So that's for them, and that is for you as well. So it's about being enthusiastic, feeling warm, feeling excited, having a new lease on life. You know, no reason to hold yourself back from being happy. So if some of you came to this reading and you were really looking to get the answer that this person and you are coming back together, it's not to say that you will, it's not to say that you won't. But what I am getting and gathering from this is that this may not be happening anytime soon. This is definitely a journey, a process. So if you are holding yourself back from experiencing life, stop. It's time for you to have some happiness, have some excitement, have some joy, move forward. You're not meant to put all of your eggs into this person's basket. You know, it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. So you might as well, live a little. Yeah, I love it. We have green now. We have green. The energies here. Oh yeah, we had the orange energy, but we have green here. This is about the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is healing. We're healing on an emotional level, but this is also energy here of prosperity, health, and abundance. So it's material energy as well. So we have colors coming through here, orange and green. Ooh, it's like Halloween. Woo! There could be a significance around Halloween. I don't know why, but maybe. Anyways, this is just an energy here, though, that's saying really, really focus on these chakras. Our sacral chakra and our heart chakra. These are the energies that maybe Spirit is really telling us, hey, these are the things that need to be healed right now. We need to heal our hearts so that way how we connect with other individuals, that we're going to connect with them in a healthier way. Okay? So this healing is taking place right now. People are growing right now in these areas. So that's why Spirit's saying, take it slow. This is not a rushed process. This is not something that can be rushed. This might be something that's not, and I hate to say this, might not be something that happens in this lifetime. But whatever work you do in this life on this connection matters. It still matters. So some people want to give up because if they don't hear that they're coming back together with this individual, then screw it. And I say, why? It all matters. It all matters. Last message. And we have brown. Wow, we have all of this energy here. We have grounding, stability, and foundation. So this energy here of brown. Wow. When I see brown, that really reminds me of fall, even winter, fall, winter. There's some kind of an element here of fall and winter, autumn, winter. You guys, end of the year perhaps. Maybe it's this year. Maybe it's the end of another year. Maybe these are just seasons that are significant to you and this individual as far as when you met, as far as when you parted, or when you'll come back together. I'm not sure. But all I know is that these are energies here where we're really grounding ourselves. We're really getting healthy. We're really feeling good in our own energy. We're really taking the time to heal and go slow when it comes to this process, when it comes to this connection. So the parting message that I can give to you guys is that you have really grown leaps and bounds because of this individual, because of this experience. And right now, it may be that they're starting to finally realize and kind of piece certain puzzle pieces together when it comes to you and this connection, that they may have tried to go off and replace it, duplicate it, didn't work. So now they're coming to that conclusion perhaps of, you know what, they might want to come back around, but again, there's something about divine timing that's stopping them. There's maybe a lot of fear that's stopping them, not knowing what to say, not knowing how to heal things, not knowing if you could actually still care for them after all that they've done. So again, you're meant to empower yourself. They're meant to heal certain things, and vice versa. Dark and light. I just feel like there's just different energies that you guys have both been in, but you guys are in it at different times throughout this connection. So I feel like they're in a dark night of the soul, and you're in that energy of living your best life. And it's just the way that it is. And it's not a punishment, and it's not, like they did me wrong, so they're paying the price. It's not that kind of energy. It's just the way that your connection works. You guys balance each other out. Maybe when one person is up, the other person is down. And the whole concept of this connection is for both of you guys to get on that same wavelength, the same frequency. And maybe once you guys do get on that same frequency, that's when you guys will have some sort of reconnection. So continue to work on yourself. Continue to do you. And continue to stay in the light with this connection, because this person certainly needs it. They certainly need it in order to get to the light themselves. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for choosing to watch it. If you did or resonated with it, have a great day. Bye-bye.